Rob has already stopped a mother and son who have arrived from China. During a bag search, he has located one of the world's most expensive food products. It's a box containing Chinese bird's nest, which is made from the saliva of a swift.
It is quite pricey, we believe. It's dried up bird saliva, and with avian influenza, it's a high-risk material for us, so it's strictly prohibited. Just concerned that they'd failed to declare it. We gave them ample opportunity to do so, they still failed to do.
But the search of the rest of their bags comes to a dramatic halt when biosecurity officers realise that there is something sewn into the pocket of a coat.
So you're going to get bird's nest off them?
Well, suddenly, this becomes a case for Australian Border Force to deal with.
I stopped as soon as I detected, asked what was inside the inside lining of the jacket. Mm-hmm. Yes, I stopped it right there and then. Just very fidgety.
Excuse me, don't touch.
When the pocket is pulled open, officers get a big surprise.
Ah, there we go.
$10,000 of concealed cash is found. And that might not be all, as the other pocket also feels like it has a similar amount of cash.
So how much is that?
10,000 here and 10,000 here.
Yeah.
Why is it in here?
Any cash over $10,000 must be declared, and they now face the prospect of losing it all.
There'll be no money in these bags if I look?
No. Oh my God.
The search continues, and it soon seems that cash and bird's nest are not the only things that they should have declared.
So you got a carton of cigarettes?
Cigarettes.
Do you have any more cigarettes anywhere?
Yes.
How many more?
The same as that one. Why didn't you declare these?
50 grams.
50 grams. How much have you got here?
I don't
Got nearly 600 grams there. Not 50, that's 600. So you won't be getting any of these today at all.
Can I go to the toilet now?
When the man is escorted to the toilet,
I ask you to put all out of your pockets. Go and put it back on the bench.
and now her son has produced another $20,000 from one of his pockets.
You're requested to go to the toilet. We weren't going to take him to the toilet unless he'd actually emptied all his pockets out. And it wasn't until, he actually produced another $20,000 out of his jacket pocket. But yeah, it went from, $20,000 undeclared to pretty much $40,000 undeclared currency. Why didn't you declare it? What were you going to do with this in the toilet? You weren't going to flush it.
No.
No. I've just called the Australian Federal Police. They're on their way and they will have a talk to you.
The Australian Federal Police arrive and the pair are taken to a private room.
Just leave it out there. They don't need that in there.
If it's determined the money is the proceeds of crime or money laundering, the $40,000 will be confiscated.
I think they've done some further checks to say they're not of interest to anyone else for any other reason, because they seem like fairly legitimate sort of travellers. I just think they've made a grave mistake by not declaring the money that they've got.
Even though the money is legitimate, they will be fined $850. But that might not be their only penalty. Biosecurity need to deal with the issue of their prohibited and expensive bird's nest that they failed to declare.
So I asked you whether or not you had any food to declare. You said no. Why didn't you declare this?
We forgot.
You forgot?
Too many bags. We cannot remember everything inside.
So it's bird's nest, okay? It's not permitted to come in. So today, we'll be looking at giving you on-the-spot fine to $340. Will you be paying that by cash or card, okay?
As well as the $1,190 in fines and the loss of the bird's nest that is estimated to be worth around $650, the pair have also lost several $100s of undeclared and excess tobacco products.
So both passengers are leaving today a little bit lighter in their pocket than what they should have been. And all they had to do was declare. They still wouldn't have got their bird's nest, but at the end of the day, they should have just declared and they wouldn't have copped that fine.